Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for my review paper presentation. Today I'm going to do my review on impact of ineffective communication in construction project that leads to complicated litigation and arbitration. My name is Malik Fahad and my academic supervisor is IRTS Dr. Habib Musa Muhammad. We are from Faculty of Engineering, University, Malaysia, Sabah, Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia. First, I will be going through the abstract of my review paper. In my paper, I have explored the effect of inadequate communication in construction project in Malaysia and how it's contributing to the complexity and creating litigation and arbitration issues, and how an ineffective communication is prevalent issue in the construction industry of Malaysia, and how the factors like language barrier, cultural difference, and other issues can between the stakeholder can cause issues. And later on, I will be doing the comprehensive review on the causes and effects of communication in construction industry. First, there's a saying by Anne Marie Lindbergh that good communication is just as stimulating as black coffee and just as hard to sleep after. In introduction, I can say that in any construction project, there is three C's, and communication between these three C is very important. The first C is client. Client is the one who is providing the budgets, timelines, and scope of the project, and consultant are the one who are executing the project. They are responsible for execution, and like everything is being done on specification. They're responsible for that, and contractor is the one who is executing the work as per given budgets and timeline and specification and as per contract. So, as per review, there is three things which are very important in construction. The first one is construction project required collaboration among stakeholders. This is the key factor, and if there is ineffective communication, you can have a disastrous consequences. And if you have effective communication, you can have a successful project. So in this review paper, the importance of communication in construction project has been studied, the prevalence of miscommunication and consequences in construction industry, and the need for effective communication strategies to improve the project outcome. And previous studies has been studied regarding construction cases and dispute caused by miscommunication. So, what is communication in construction industry? What is the background of it? There is a paramount significance that effective communication can play a vital role in any project. So, in this research, communication in construction industry of Sabah region has been overviewed, and the ramification of inadequate communication process in construction project has been viewed. The requirement and enhancement in communication technique with the construction sector of Sabah to avoid legal dispute that has been reviewed, and it has been seen that annually 700 to 800 construction related cases has been reported in Malaysia due to payment and communication issues. So all these things has been viewed. So there is one thing that in the process the required information must be transmitted or communicated to the receiver without any confusion or misunderstanding. So the information must be transmitted in all those three C's, and the process should be very clear and fluent so the project can be successfully completed. These are the studies which are taken. These are the titles of studies, author, and what are the background of those studies, and what method they have used in their studies, what were their finding, and what are their remarks. So this is my study, and these are the rest of the studies which I have taken, and comparison has been done. There is not much research done in the region of Sabah and Malaysia in communication. Only we can say that there is little research in Malaysia. There is only one paper done on conceptual framework, which is also on visual communication. So, and that's also on organizational basis. So there is not much work done. uh, Literature review. I will be going through like a general literature review of this. Construction industry is a complex and risky business due to its nature and involvement of many stakeholders. As people from different backgrounds, culture, ethnics are involved, so it is having issue. There is a difficulty of effective communication in construction project, including logistic and cultural difference. Sometimes there is technological limitation as well, which are causing that, and the legal repercussion of ineffective communication in construction projects such as dispute, contract termination, and accountability for project failure. These all things are studied. So from that we have found these are the causative factors of miscommunication. So the first factor is fear to communicate. Sometimes people are having fear issue to communicate. The second one is delay in notification, or they are not being notified. What is the issue? Lack of sector experience. Sometimes like inexperienced people are working in field, so that is causing issue in communication as well. Poor communication skill, they don't know how to communicate with people, how to communicate professionally. Slow information among the parties, like information is not being processed like fast, and it's slow. Sometimes language barrier, as people from the different ethnics are working. Lack of mutual trust among the parties, negligence of and cluelessness, lack of communication and procedure and training, and complexity of construction industry. Like sometimes the projects are very complex. If the information is not flowed nicely, it can cause issue. These are the laws and regulations which are being followed in Malaysia. So we can see that in Sabah, these are the main governing laws which are being followed: CIDB, CIPA, and then it's PAM contract, and PAM contract with quantities and without quantities. Then it's Sabah law ordinance, then MSQS, the Malaysian Standard of Quantity Surveying, the local government ordinance, and the housing rules. So due to the scope of research, we have only focused on CIDB, SIPA, and PAM contract with quantities. This was the dispute caused by a simple miscommunication. Golden Link Engineering Plintoff has put a case against alumni, SD and BHD, the defendant. They said that their interim certificate number 25, 26, and 27 and 28 amounting RM 335,252.70 together with the interest for its legal losses and damages with respect of subcontractor agreement between the plaintiff and defendant. So as per PAM contract, the subcontractor is bankrupt and the contract is terminated. But as per SIPA rules, Golden Link has terminated the contract 3 months before, so their contract is still valid. So according to the SIPA, whatever interim payment certificate has been submitted, they should be paid. And even according to the final verdict of High Court, Golden Link Engineering, the plaintiff have won, and they got the amount, and but the final amount is undisclosed. How much did they got? So by doing simple things, we can resolve the dispute, but sometimes the issues can lead to arbitration and legal disputes. These are the findings from one of the study done by Dr. Habib and their team on S-curve analysis of procurement performance. So they have noticed that their actual progress should be 80.47, but it was 74.78, which was 5.96 factor behind. And these were the reason which caused the slow progress: poor project management, inappropriate work sequence, double handling, unsystematic time management, and priority work was not yet to be begun. And these are the 16 major causes which in construction industry that are causing issues: slow decision making, mistakes during construction stages, and follow on from that till government authorities enforcement. So all these factors are contributing somehow in construction industry. So these are the like finding that if remedial and performance is a good practice in construction to eliminate the delay and to catch up the progress, and risk and breakpoints of delays are viewed as lesson learned in this progress. So the, as a lesson learned, they took that the delays in interim payment was leading to EOT, so they try to avoid that. So from findings, it has been found that the lack of effective communication systems and platform, if you have that, there is inability to share information. When there is poor communication, people don't understand, there is misunderstanding and conflicts are rising. When there is language barrier, like especially if we take example of Malaysia, that can cause issues when people from different ethnics and backgrounds are working, and increasing accessibility of project information. When information is not transparent and it's not shared among all stakeholders, and when there is no planning on communication, when there is delay in notification change, and when there is lack of mutual trust among people, lack of mutual trust among people stakeholder leading to unwillingness of communication or collaborate effectively. So sometimes fear to communicate is a negative consequence for seeking up and sharing information, leading to information holding and miscommunication. This is one of the another legal case example. In this case, plaintiff Nuruddin Abdurrahman, trading under the name of Natarjaya against three parties. They filed a case in Kota Kinabalu High Court in 2010. They were claiming the amount of 1519980 against all three defendants. So this was a little bit interesting situation. So the first defendant was the one who got the tender on the date 11/8/2006. So they gave the power of attorney to project to another defendant, and then another defendant gave the power of attorney to third party. So and then the second PA hired a subcontractor, and later on second PS had issues and his power of attorney was taken back, so he was the subcontractor was not able to get the amount for his work done. So the final judgment came on 18 August 2000, and it was in favor of plaintiff, resulting that they should pay him this amount with 4% annual interest and taxes to be discussed. This is another case study done on conceptual framework of effective communication in construction management, information processing, and visual communication. So they did the study and they found out there are three key points: information flow, information generation, information flow, and information use. So how information is being generated, how it's being transmitted and transferred, and how it is being utilized, that is the most important thing. And visual communication, drawings, sketches can help as well, and clear and concise communication can really effective, and effective communication with visual aid can improve project outcome. So they find that if the information is being and and it is being transmitted clearly, the receiver has interpreted the message clearly, and receiver give the feedback and ask for clarification, mean that information is being sent clearly, so the both parties reach a shared understanding. These are the top 5 cases happen in Malaysia in year of 2021. As we can see, in all 5 cases, somehow communication was playing an important role. So in first case, we can see that there was concession in agreement due to ineffective communication, and then even in case of second one, we can see that there was breakdown of communication, so they didn't have the contract. There was lack of clear communication in third case, and in case of Kampulangang, there was breakdowns in communications, so that's why they couldn't get the final agreement. And for the last one, there was breakdown in communication as well. So, in conclusion, we say that all in all, the diverse background and the expectation of stakeholders in construction project can create numerous challenges and can cause legal disputes. To address the communication problem, stakeholders should adopt the communication practice such as regular meeting, and they should have defined jobs and role for everyone. And technology should be used, like management software and communication tools should be used, and implementation of necessary measures should be done for effective communication. And by recognizing the significance of communication, by taking necessary steps, stakeholders can prevent disputes and ensure successful project outcomes. So these are the references I have used. Thank you. That's all. So, and at the end, I can say that there's a saying by James G. Tang that clear communication is lifeblood of any successful project. So, to finish the project successfully and on time, we need clear communication between all stakeholders. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me today.